Hi, everybody. Hi, birthday boy. Happy birthday, Jose. We'll take a shot for you. Oh, let me get my boot.
I'll get mine too.
We got it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The crap out of me.
Sorry. Ray, there is a guest with us tonight. His name is Worldwide Zach, and he's in the chat right now. And he can come up and chat with me tonight if he wants to.
But I don't have permissions to bring people up yet.
I will look into that. Hi, everybody. It's Hot Takes with Janaé on Wednesday. I'm pulling up everything right now. Hi, Zach. Hi, Flo. What's up, everybody? Okay, I have everything up now. What's going on? First and foremost, I am taking a shot for my good friend Kaze's birthday. Happy birthday, Kaze. Love you so much. It's a huge part of the game day specialist and everything, just of life. It's just good people. So cheers to you. Happy birthday.
I don't even know if they can see my camera. Cheers. Happy birthday.
Cheers, brother. Let's go.
I'm still gonna chug
All
it.
right.
I'm still gonna chug it later on.
Later. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I can hear my voice, and that's weird. That's so weird. Okay.
Oh, Worldwide Zach's up. He's up. He's up.
Okay.
Cause they just now turned 50 years old, just like me. We're all a bunch of old.
Oh. Oh, because and triple stack up too. What's up, y'all?
Yo,
Yo, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
what's up? What's
Kaze.
up?
Happy
Zach
birthday.
trying to get on stage.
Yeah, Zach's
Yeah, I invited him.
Happy birthday, Jit. Happy birthday. What up? What up? I got to say what I always say. I got to give all honor and glory to God, because without him, none of this would be possible.
You feel
So,
me?
Amen.
Hey, look.
Amen.
Amen.
Hey, look.
yes,
God is
sir.
good
Yes,
all
sir.
the all. God is good all the time. All the time, God
All
is
the
good.
time, God is
You feel
God
me?
good.
is
That's right. That's
good.
right.
Let's
That's
go.
right. That's
There is
Hey,
right.
Zach.
Zach.
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
We got a full house tonight. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you, Kase. I hope you have a beautiful birthday. And thank you, Trip. We stick around because we are going to do all the call-ups and everything. And Zach, stay up here. I'm gonna go through a little bit of the intro, and then we can talk to you about what you have going on. But this is Hot Takes with Janae. Happens every Wednesday at 5:30 PST, 8:30 EST on Onyx Streams, Twitch, Discord, and YouTube. Hard to find a place where you can't watch this on Wednesdays. So please subscribe to all of those wonderful things. But especially on Onyx, we're going to make our little 4-man parlay in the beginning, call people up from the chat to make that, and it will be available for you to tail on the Onyx app right afterwards. So be able keep an eye out for that. And we are going to have a special guest today, Worldwide Zach, who's joining us for a little bit as we go through all of our fun stuff. We'll get to the call-ups and everything. So we're gonna have a full show. Try to max this out. And everybody on the Onyx app, please make sure if you do want to give a pick or something that you give us your Discord name so I could reach out to you. So with all that said, Zach, welcome to the show. Why don't you tell everybody who's not familiar with you a little bit about yourself, what you do, and where we can find you.
Yeah, so I'm based out of Florida, South Florida, Fort Lauderdale area. I met Janaé through Winnable. Great website.
Let's go.
Happy to
Yep.
be on the show, and I do a lot in sports analytics, gambling, marketing, etc. And started doing my own picks over a year ago, my own content over a couple years ago with tennis, the Panthers, etc. And now I'm launching my own live podcast at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida, with a
That is
live cast and everything.
amazing. That's amazing. We love
Yes,
that. I'm very, very excited, and we're going to be in Florida for another winnable event that's coming up for the beginning of the NFL season. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to be in that area. But tell me a little bit more about the podcast and what it's about, what you guys are going to be doing on it.
yeah, it's going to be very interactive with the guests, a lot of giveaways and contests since there's the live
Love that.
audience.
Mm-hmm.
Having one of
Oh,
my
okay.
friends, having one of my friends slash partners come on weekly. He lives in Tampa. He's a daily fantasy sports pro, one of the best in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be coming on via Zoom most weeks, doing a lot of Q and A's for people who are in fantasy, who have start sit-em questions, trades, waivers, etc. Breaking down the deep strategy that he does. He does thousands of leagues from best ball to season longs, etc. And then just having a show that's going to be unfiltered with the substance that we're allowed to talk about, whether it's the gambling and
Mm-hmm.
the analytical breakdowns that most of the mainstream shows aren't allowed to go over because they have partnership deals with the leagues, NBA, NHL, MLB,
Right.
WNBA, etc.
Okay. I love that. I think it's going to be uh very fun but also like educational, and people will get a lot of different aspects as to what's going on. I know you have like some specialties that you dabble in, but tell me a little bit about your relationship with like women's tennis and your support of these wonderful wonderful women who are out here, and especially right
Yeah.
now where tennis is kind of like peaking.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, especially with the US Open upon us. It really is
Yes,
crazy.
sir.
The state that I feel women's sports is in, it's obviously at an all-time high for demand and excitement. Also, women's tennis in particular is just super dominant when you look at the top 20 women. You know, a
For
lot of them
sure.
are American girls, which is great for American tennis. And I was going to
Mm,
post the other day that I think you won't see American tennis in the women's regard as strong as you will right now. This is as good
yeah.
as it's going to get because we just have so many great players, and I've always been a big advocate of the female athletes, whether it's Serena from when I was, in middle school. And I had the pleasure of meeting her at a Ricky Williams party when I was a freshman in high school.
Oh
And
my God, Ricky Williams.
she did
I'm sorry. One of my
she did
favorites. Yeah.
she and Venus did a live interview with me on TV at the party. And I was like the only kid because it was, tons of alcohol. I was the only kid underage there, and it was just
Oh,
to be with them during
shame.
an interview was pretty sick. But you just see the shape they're in, and the longevity they've had in their careers. I've always been
Amazing.
a fan of both of them. They've been in the game almost for 30 years now. So just, pretty much I would say from Serena was what really got me into the women's tennis and watching the women.
Hmm.
And then, once Serena, she played for so long, it's like, who do I root for after she retires? So, and then in my head, I was like, oh, all my idols have retired. Tim Duncan, Ray Lewis, Serena, who do I root for? And then there's always that new wave of teams and players that come in.
Tell me about her. Tell me about
Yeah.
her. I
Oh,
want to
yes. And
hear
then,
about it.
so during COVID, I forget, I have to look up the tournament, but I was watching ESPN Australian Open, I believe,
Mhm.
late at
Right.
night. And Naomi Osaka, I think, was ranked like number one, number two in the world. And they're like, oh, she's against this upcoming American girl. And her name's Amanda Anisimova. And I think Amanda
Mhm.
was like 17, 18 then. I forget the exact.
Had to. She had to be.
And she winds up winning. And I just, I watched a match and I was just like, wow, she's American. Of course, I'm going to root for her. Very pretty girl. Just, very enjoyable to watch and has a great, just modesty and humbleness about her. And then, she got a huge deal with Nike, shot up the ranks. I guess she was, really hyped when she was young. And then I think in 2023, she took like 6, 7 months off from mental health. And a
Hmm.
lot of people didn't think she would come back. They thought she might be done and they didn't think she'd reach, her potential. But, I work a
Yeah.
lot in tennis with a lot of players behind the scenes, just with their analysis and game theory. And,
Hmm.
people get confused. Oh, I don't make anyone a better tennis player because I suck at tennis myself. But, just strategically speaking.
Right.
So I remember speaking to James Blake, who is a top 3 player. He does all the commentary for ESPN, and
Mhm.
he's the tournament director for Miami Open. So I played with him in a high stakes poker game. So I would always say, "Oh, what do you think of my girl Amanda?" And then this year, she she had just taken the break. So, and I said, "Listen, I don't know where she is mentally. No one could speak for where anybody
Mhm.
else is, mentally."
Right, right.
I said, listen, my criticism is I don't know where her head is, but two, just the work ethic in the sense of, to be number one, which I thought she could be, and I know she want to be, you have it's a 24/7 thing. You don't get to the
Of
top.
course.
So
Yeah. And it seems to be quite well, not quite, but like it does seem to be a little bit more prevalent in the women's tennis world that they're taking very like audible I'm taking a break. Like I'm telling everybody I'm taking a
oh
break
yeah.
instead of some kind of like PR spin on it. It seems to be a little bit more out in the open. Like, listen, I gotta get back in my mental because tennis is very much a mental game too. Like you're out there, it's not you don't have a team to rely on, unless you're playing
It's
doubles or
yeah.
whatever. So you have to have your mind right. If your mind is not right, you're not like you're wasting time out there. So I totally get it. I support it for 100%
No, and
for
you make a
whoever.
good point. You make a good point that, in tennis, everyone, you could point fingers, the coach, Amanda's always she wears her emotions on her sleeve, which is why I think she's so
Mhm.
a lot of people criticize her, but I always laugh because it's so relatable to me, and I'm sure you're the
Mhm.
same way when you lose a parlay or a player. These women and the men too, they're playing for millions and legacies.
Mhm.
And then people are
Right.
mad, they're emotional. I'm like, wait a second, you're getting mad your 4 leg parlay got busted for $5. They're
Right, and I
they're
spent my
playing.
whole life doing this, and, like, I'm
Yeah,
building up to
it's
this point that's like an apex of my life, and you're mad that I'm, like, a little upset or that I'm showing some emotion, like, "Okay, I'll
they
be a
showed
robot then."
they showed Coco. I don't know if it was Australian Open this year, one of the Grand Slams, and she went to a private she went underneath the stadium to try and break her racket in private, and they still caught it on tape. And she's like, I don't even have an area. And I'm just like, it is crazy that they supposed to these are college kids essentially that should be out drinking and
Oh,
partying.
right.
They're
Right,
they're
right,
playing
right.
every day and they're
Yeah,
under the microscope and then they never allowed to curse, never allowed to do anything wrong. And
right.
I just think that, the pressure is obviously always there from a young age, but I think the women deal with more harassment than the men
Yeah.
because, just the average fan's a male and they feel a certain way because it's a girl.
Mhm.
And, like you and I have discussed before with the gambling, no matter what the players, if you hate them, like them, whatever, no one forced you to bet. So if you lose, it's on you.
Honestly. It is I mean, you do have to take, like it that's why you're supposed to be an adult before you sign up for these things. You have to
Yeah.
have a certain way of thinking and a certain mentality, and there is a lot to think about before you put money down, like, in an exchange, but this is my money coming from my hand, like, giving it to you, so I know a lot of people don't really get the whole thing, and I think that just taking it out on the players and just being more outwardly kind of volatile to the players is becoming a trend, and I don't really love it. And I was on another app, I won't say which app, but I was on another app that has a forum of where you can kind of see a live chat going on about the matches, and it was Taylor Townsend's one of her recent matches, and the things that were being said about this woman because she doesn't fit like a particular size and shape or whatever. She wasn't doing well, but she wasn't, bombing. She wasn't getting like bageled or anything like that.
Right.
But it was just like the most degrading things I've ever seen in my life. And it's like, nobody's going to flag this. It's cool. Like, we're just going to say this. This is going to keep going and going and going. So it's just like an accepted level of like, I can say whatever I want because I put money down. It's like, nah, dude.
It's an
Nah.
entitlement. And
It's
also, I'm like,
not.
would you say it to these people to their faces? Because I feel like most people wouldn't.
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? To Taylor Townsend?
And and also, like, I just find it just incredibly disrespectful, and I'm just like especially you could tell a lot of athletes, specifically Taylor. Taylor's always, like, putting out there, like, playing 100%. So,
100%.
like, I lost a bet a couple weeks ago on this guy. I'm not gonna say the name, but he played awful, and it had the vibe that he was tanking. It was very weird,
Right,
and
right.
everyone on Twitter was saying that. I didn't say anything, and then they were all commenting. But my point is you can't prove it, so it's like there's no point of saying it, but at the end of the day, like, in my mind, I'm like, they're not even, like, criticizing like, that person isn't getting harassed, who you could maybe justify it, but it's
Right.
like the players who were like, leaving it all out there. I'm like, wait a second, they played 100%. They tried hard. It's like it's what they want to win more than
Absolutely.
anybody else. But yeah, I definitely think with the pandemic of the gambling, it definitely creates an emotional hostility towards the
Yep.
athletes, which it shouldn't be. And then like Kevin Durant doesn't help because he's like, oh, I don't give a fuck about your parlays, and I'm like, buddy, you make 40 million a year. What do you mean you don't give a fuck?
So this is the thing. I'm going to play devil's advocate against that, not just because I think it's entertaining sometimes when he does it, because I do understand both sides of like being a better and then also being an athlete. I want my athletes kind of to have that mentality that they don't care, because I feel like Kevin Durant's always going to go out there and do him. I don't think that there's going to be a I could take it wrong, and somebody could prove me wrong in the chat, but no day where I'm just like, he's tanking this. Not like he's off, he's having a bad game or whatever, but he's
Right.
tanking this. Like, if he doesn't care, he's less able to be persuaded in my kind of head, where I know that things happen every day, like, of course, in sports. And he's just like, I'm about the game. I'm going to do me. I'm going to be Kevin Durant every day when I'm out there. So, you want to put your money down on me? Good luck. Like, it really depends on what you're gonna get. But I'd rather somebody be upfront about it than be like, "You missed how many free throws?"
Freeze.
Like,
Yeah.
that's your thing that you're supposed to be able to like. That blows my mind. That blows my friggin'
I
mind.
will
So
say,
like,
I will say,
I don't
my main
know.
thing, and I think you'll agree, is like we look at the female athletes, most of the tennis guys outside the top 10 who aren't making,
Yeah.
buku dollars. I just feel
Mhm.
like, when you're making 40 million a year, at least it's kind of like you're you're getting you're getting paid for it. Versus like Taylor
Right.
Townsend's, I don't know what she makes a year. I'm gonna guess low six figures. I don't know
Plus,
the exact.
without sponsorships or like deals
Yeah, I
and
don't
shit like
know.
that, they really don't make that all that much money from, unless you play so
Right.
high. Like, you're
Unless you
not
play
getting
so
that
high.
much money.
I know she does well with the doubles. If I had to guess, I'd say like a quarter million. I don't know, but my point is, it's like if I'm her, I'm like, I'm working like a normal salary like everybody else, a
Oh,
little bit
right.
more maybe because I'm tops of what I do. But like, it's just what do I get to deserve this? If I'm Kevin Durant, I'm like, okay, I'm making 40 million, and the reason why they could afford to pay the player so much is because there's so many fans watching the sport with the
Right.
revenue streams.
It's
So I'm like,
completely different.
not
Mhm.
that harassing him, I'm not saying it's justified. I'm just saying it's like if a guy's
Right.
like, "Yo, you cost me this, whatever," as long as it's respectful, I don't have an issue. But to me, I'm like, if you're coming at the athletes who are making no money, to me, I'm like, they're making no money, so they're
Yeah.
incentivized to win. James Harden, I know he goes out to strip clubs between games. He's not trying certain games. You're just not gonna know it. So it's
He's
like
just
if someone's hostile towards him, I'm gonna be like, I don't think it's that crazy because
right.
he wasn't trying. And then two, like as long as they're respectful, when they're saying, like when they were like, against someone's family or racist stuff or just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sexist
It gets
stuff,
out there.
then I'm
It gets
like,
out
listen, if you want to be like, hey, you suck, I don't think any of these guys are gonna cry about it. With the women, I
there.
think it's
Right.
way
That's
worse.
sports.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
and
yeah.
then like with most of them, you know, James Harden's getting a million DMs, so he's not gonna respond. But like with the girls, they know if they
They see
respond,
that shit.
they're gonna
Yeah.
and it affects their play because 'cause they're younger, they're
Yeah.
more impressionable,
I
and then
know.
if they comment, they'll get fined and all this shit. So I'm just like I'll speak up for them because 'cause I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yo, people are talking all this shit about Coco or Townsend or Amanda or, Pagula or and they're all like,
Mhm.
"Oh, they suck." I'm like, "Well, they're ranked top 10 in the world. Like, what are you talking about?" They
You go
just
out
spew
there and
bullshit.
you take a serve off of any of those people that you just said. Like, any
Yeah.
of those people who are complaining, go out there and return a serve from any of those women that you just named. I bet I dare you.
And
I triple dog dare you.
what's crazy is that, I'm very close to a lot of UFC fighters, and some of the ones who were, towards the top of the food chain, when I was first, telling about Amanda years ago, I don't know, it was 2021. they're like, "Oh, I could beat her a couple games," and I'm like, "Bro,
Mhm.
you're on crack." And then it's funny because now she's blown up, where they're probably like, "Holy shit!" Like he said this
Yeah.
like 2021, and now they don't realize like until you're like sitting front. It's like with the NBA until you're like courtside and you see
Yes. Yeah.
how big they are, and people
Mhm.
don't realize. Same in the NFL, like you get hit by these guys, whether it's a lineman or a 6'10" NBA player, you're in the
Mhm.
hospital. So same thing with the tennis, like you don't see the way
Mhm.
the ball's spinning and how fast and how low.
Didn't
You
Ben
won't
do
you
like
won't
130 something odd mile
crazy.
per hour curve the other day?
And
How
they
do you see that? The fuck?
And they you know what's funny you said it? They mentioned in the mixed doubles how the women were returning like the male serve because Zverev serves at like 140, and they said he's like, oh, his second serve is 110, and she got it back. And
Mhm.
remember, the women aren't training for that. They're not training for the male
Right,
serve. They're training. So it's
right,
like that's
right.
completely like, but that's how dumb most of
Oh,
the fans are. They don't understand that even in the WM. Have you heard of this guy on Instagram or on social media? He goes by MK. He does a lot of one-on-one content for basketball. He's very famous.
no, I don't think so.
He's got a
I'll have to
couple
look
million
that up.
followers. He goes everywhere, does one-on-ones, but he
Chat,
does
you
like
know what we were talking about?
he's very big on social
Got
media,
it.
MK.
Okay,
But like I'm just giving
okay.
an example. Like he's saying, he could beat NBA players one-on-one. I'm like, no shot, but also like he does rules where like you're allowed to like, he shoves, he pushes off, and it's only 4 dribbles, no rebounds, all these stipulations. So all I'm saying is like I feel very confident in a one-on-one. If you took when you
Mhm.
add in a physicality, of course it's gonna favor the men, just how it is by nature. But I think, if you take Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, although I feel like she's not like as good a creator for offense, but you take like the top 10 WN players who are great like with the ball and shooters, etc. They
Right,
will beat a lot of guys one-on-one if you play like normal rules. If you don't play where the guy could just, like a 6'2" muscle head could just back him down and like win off of
right,
that.
right.
If you play like
Mhm.
finesse basketball, they will whoop the guy's ass because they're gonna dribble, get to their spot, get the shot up. They're a way better shooter.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like the guys they think it like, okay, maybe if you take like the guy from LA Fitness who benches 350, I'm sure he could just like back her down and like maybe get some stops, and she won't be able to because he's so strong, and he'll get the offense rebound. But I'm like, that's not real basketball either. So I'm like, because you could take Shaq
Yeah,
against Curry, and Curry would never
right.
stop him once. So I'm like,
Oh,
that to me is,
right.
but
Yeah.
I really would love to see like the women play the one-on-ones against some of these guys because, like I said, tennis,
Me
they don't
too.
understand that like the girls is okay, they're not as fast, they're not as explosive. But the shooting I see in the WNBA, they light it up, and I'm like, where the fuck is
I
this
just
coming
want to
from?
see Olivia Miles in something that, like, I think that she seems bored right now and that she's just doing whatever she wants out there. And, like, she needs, not to say like the WNBA is not it, but I do want to see her in that level. Like, what would she do if she is just shitting on people right now at this level? She just got here. What would she do to some of these NBA people? That is a very interesting thought to me. But I do appreciate that. I do appreciate you being a mouthpiece for these wonderful women who are not only like in tennis but in all of these other sports. And if you do want to check out Zach and his premium in Winnable, I'm going to drop the link, but you can check out at Worldwide Zach on Instagram and probably Twitter and everything else.
Yeah.
You seem very consistent in your branding at Worldwide Zach. Like what you see in the chat. Follow him, check him out, and I am very much looking forward to checking out the podcast. I can't wait for that. Good luck with everything, and I will see you in Miami very soon, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully we get to catch a game or something because I know you'll be down here more than once. So
Yes, yes, I will. But I'll definitely be down for the NFL. I'm very excited to kick off the NFL season in Florida, and we're gonna have fun. Hopefully, make a lot of money.
hopefully that's the goal. That is always the goal.
Fingers
It's tough to win, though. It is tough to win.
Yes, it is. But I trust in you. I trust in the people who are going to be there. We're going to have a good time regardless. But I will see you there. And thank you for joining us, Zach.
No problem. Glad to have you anytime.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome guy. Definitely check out. Yes, in Florida. Definitely going to be in Miami the first week of the NFL kickoff. So I believe it's around like September 10th, the middle. I think actual game that we're watching at the Better Warehouse is on the 13th. But yes, I will be in Florida. They're about bopping around. Might go to a baseball game. Definitely going to watch some football. Going to try to get it all in. Keep this tan going that I got the other day. So I'm so thankful for. But let's get into our top 4 picks. That's a you are more than welcome to come. You got school though. That tan is it's popping. You can't tell me shit right now. I spent like 7 straight hours in the sun, got heat stroke, got motion sickness, threw up on a kayak, then went to the beach, had an amazing sandwich, got brought back to life, hung out with my friends, got melanated again. I feel like myself. But again,
That's a wild
let's
ass
get back to
ride.
business. We have a parlay to build, everybody. Right? Do we have anyone who is here from the prior? I know it wasn't last week, but the week
You're
before.
glad that I have everything history kept. Sorry, I'm a little kind of like, yeah.
Totally worth it for the tan, Abby. Totally.
If she's shooting or Hootie is here. Wait.
Hootie's here.
No, D Will. It's D
Wait.
Will. It's D Will.
Okay, D Will is here. Let's pull D Will up.
Hey, D Will. I'm Michael Jackson. You're Tito.
Nah, you think you supposed to 10 or something.
Sorry,
No,
I kind of been.
no, Ray.
Hey, I kind of been drinking
What's
already. I haven't ate today, so this is all I've been drinking.
Nice. Cheers to that. D Will, congratulations on and thank you for cashing out the community the last week that we were there. And I'd love to see what you have for us this week. What is
uh, man, it's kind of late for today,
I know you can
but
do something going on
I
like
completely forgot
tomorrow.
about this.
I know we're in
Onyx.
like a weird we're like in a weird area. So if you
yeah, I
see
can't.
something in the future, it's all right.
Some
Oh,
NFL
you know what?
preseason.
No, you know what, Ray? College
What you
football
looking at?
starts this
College
weekend.
Oh,
football.
hell
I'm,
yeah.
College
I'm not gonna go with college football though. We're gonna have to say that for next week, okay?
Okay.
Boo! Why you gotta
All right, fine.
tease like that?
This one's gonna green anyway. We're gonna go Washington Mystics money line tomorrow. They should beat
Against
them handily.
Phoenix.
Yes.
Not the Suns, the Mercury.
Yeah, we're going with the Mystics. They on the roll
All
right
right.
now, man. They balling.
They
Respect them.
ball and hooping.
They call AKA the young hoes is what they call them.
That's true. They do call you. They do call them the young ones. I love that. Hamster
Yeah.
said these WNBA games are horrid today.
Yeah, they
I
horrible.
didn't even look at them.
Yeah, I ain't like them today. They horrible. They're
You
horrible.
guys, everything's going to be fine in like 2 more weeks. Actually, by Saturday, everything's going to be fine because you're right. College football does start on Saturday. We got one more week of preseason. Then we're back to it.
Onyx,
Then
throw
before
in
you
some
know,
Rocket League, please, and thank you.
some Rocket League's going to happen and
In
some
22 days.
NBA will be back, but I
I ain't gonna lie, Ray. Rocket League is on the back burner. We full football pigskin mode, man.
Hell yeah, let's
Hey,
go
I'll
football.
be on the football turn of the 13th, but after that, that's me to get to work.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
we gotta
hell yeah.
we gotta root on our Cowboys. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
We got,
sir.
hey,
It's always a tradition. Oh, definitely getting 2 gigantic subs from Jersey Mike's for the Cowboys game opener. That's for sure.
Love that. I love that tradition.
You already know.
I
You
love
already
that.
know. I watch it with my dad every Sunday. So, and guess what? My nephew's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
watching football with me too. So shit.
I love that. It's a
Okay.
family affair now. We will all be watching and we will all be rooting on the Cowboys in the game day specialist server. Argue with your mama about it. You probably gonna come and watch it with us anyway. I'm just telling you, there's gonna be Cowboy fans there, all right? I'm not trying to hear it. We
yeah,
gonna be lit. All right, T Will, thank you so much for that pick.
no problem. Appreciate y'all.
Have a good one. All right, now she's shooting's not
Are you ready
here.
for some football?
So we need 3 other people.
Let's have a party.
Who
This
else
is
wants to give a
bad. I'm
pick for
supposed to
the
be
top
playing a game
four?
after this.
You got nothing, Hamster? Damn. Scully, you got anything? Trip, you got something? Let's go.
Ooh, LS Pats 24. He say you and Envy. Oh, what's up,
What's
Trip?
up? Hey,
Trip,
what's
what you
up?
got
What's
for
up?
us? What's good? What's
Hey,
good?
hey, what's up?
What's
Do
up?
you want college football for this weekend, or do you want the NFL for the first week? I mean, what you want? Because I got.
I haven't talked about college football yet, so I'd like to talk about some college football. What's up, little bro? What's up,
Okay,
Cash? Little bro in the chat.
because I definitely already got a college slip, a 6-man
Ooh.
college slip
Why
already.
you didn't
Yes,
share it
sir.
to me? Why you didn't share it to me?
I just did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's
Sorry,
go.
sorry, sorry. I
Yes.
apologize for my tone.
Yeah, ain't no pressure. Ain't no pressure. Sometimes you got to get a little aggressive.
What you looking at though? What you looking at for college?
Oh, let's see. For the first slate at 12 o'clock, I could either take Jeremy Scott for TCU wide receiver, more than 34 and a half receiving yards, or I can go with the number one receiver on North Carolina, who they playing, and take Jordan Ship for his 54 and a half receiving yards. I mean, he's their number one, and he's pretty much kind of unguardable. I
Mm-hmm.
probably I probably would go with that one,
Okay.
but both of those are on the slip.
So we're gonna go with Jordan.
Jordan Ship, that's right,
Yeah.
more than 54 and a half receiving yards.
All right, let's go. Well, thank you for that trip. We appreciate it. Made it onto the
Look
Oh,
at
slip.
that
Let's see what
insight.
happens. Best of luck.
oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Hope
Thank
everybody green
you.
out.
Hell
Yes, sir.
yeah. She's
I like
shooting's here.
I like that.
Me too.
I like that pick a
She's
lot.
shooting. You got a pick.
Garrett,
Hey, darling.
what's up?
What you doing? You got something good for us? Cause we had to skip last week, but the week before, you gotta rego. You gotta keep going, keep the streak going.
Keep the streak going.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see here.
I don't know why I'm laughing.
What do they have Kiki Rice points at?
Let's
For
take a
this
look.
game? What do y'all have? Mistakes?
You're gonna have to bear with me. Kiki, what team?
What team is she on?
Kiki Rice
Yeah, Toronto. They play at 10.
or ear
Okay.
ear ear. ear. I don't. This is
No,
bad.
Rice. They play at 10 on Toronto. The next game.
So this one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dang, 50.
Golly! Oh my god! Okay, there's your. You guys gotta stop making me laugh
Dang.
this much. Holy
I'm
shit!
sorry. I'm sorry. Sheesh. What about Isabel Harrison's rebounds? What about that?
Is
Okay,
this in
let's
the
check it
same
out.
game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
7 and
But
4.
Wow.
rebounds is. Oh yeah, that's all. It's never mind.
What about the 6.5?
What the
Okay, okay,
6.5?
okay, okay.
Alrighty.
Or the most of their main players is hurt. They should be free.
All right. Well, we got it on there. Thank you, she shooting.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Should I just go
All right, we
off the
got one
wall?
more.
Should I take
Keg,
over?
well, said is got his name up.
Ooh.
I mean, his hand up. He's new to the show, so let's get him up here. What's going on?
Yo, W show per usual, man. Shout out to Janaé, shout out to Ray, man.
Yo, what's up?
Thank you
What's
so
up?
much. You got a
Uh,
lock for us? We need to close this parlay up with bring us home with this lock.
for the log, so I was gonna go baseball today, but the game I want to go, it started already.
Mm,
So do y'all mind if I give a baseball pick for tomorrow by
you can do
chance?
that.
By
Yeah,
all
you can do
means,
that.
go for it.
Okay, 1 second. Let me look at the guy. Let me look at the times.
I want to play.
Uh,
I don't know. Yeah.
I wanted to do that last game, but it literally just started. So forget
It's all
it.
right.
Can I get Milwaukee spread tomorrow? It's more than likely -1.5. I'll take that against the Mets tomorrow.
Against the
Okay.
Mets.
Mizowski is
Yes,
pitching,
you.
so I feel like it's gonna be a good game.
Okay.
I feel like he gonna box them up, get a bunch of Ks, and they gonna hit
All
some
right.
home runs. So,
You
so I
know
like
what?
that pick.
I like that. Versus the
You like
Mets
it?
tomorrow. Yeah, the Brew
Yep,
Crew. You got to go with the Brew Crew on a day like
I mean, I
this.
say fuck the
Miz is
Mets all the
pitching.
time, so I'm good on that.
In my opinion, he the Cy Young, so I feel like he gonna do what he do tomorrow. That's a good little lock, man.
That is a
Let's go. Let's
nice,
run
nice
it.
parlay. Holy shoot. Plus,
Well, hold on,
so,
hold on, right? Hold on.
wait, we
Well,
got
thank you
5?
so much for that one. Yeah,
We're going 5?
we're
Uh,
gonna run that. We're good.
by
Yeah, we're gonna
chance,
be. I mean, it's hot takes. What do you mean? Go ahead,
by
Trip.
chance, could y'all drop the link? I'm a lock it too, cause I like the plays on there. Throw a little
Yeah,
25 on there or
Don't
we'll drop
something.
worry.
it
Just give me 2
in
minutes.
this. Yeah, in there. We will. All right. Thank you, love.
Yes, ma'am. W show, W show.
Thank you. All right, Ray. We're gonna go like an
Oh,
extra because we did skip it last week, so let's give it extra but extra little bonus pick on here for 5
do you want me to pick
versus
it,
the
or we're
4
gonna
we
have
usually
somebody else
do.
pick it?
You can do it.
Oh, okay. Then give me. It's not NFL preseason.
Look around, see what they got.
No, I'm going too fast. But I don't see no NFL preseason.
You want to do the regular or
Nah,
college
I'm gonna do
or
college.
something else?
I'm gonna do week 0.
Okay.
If it let me. There was a game that I saw that I kinda. It's not there. Damn, there's games tomorrow? The 27th. There's games tomorrow. Can you
Holy
believe
shit.
that? Yeah. Got all these colleges that I know about, except for North
Holy
Dakota.
shit.
Villanova
Which
is
one
a
were you looking
basketball.
for?
I have no idea. I didn't know there was games starting tomorrow. It will pop
Threw
up as
me
soon
off
as
too.
yeah, no, it's gonna pop up as soon as I see it. That's what's gonna happen. It's either North Dakota State.
Mhm.
I think it might have been North Dakota State. Oh, there's a guy over there in Eastern Michigan with a crazy name. I'm gonna go with Eastern Michigan.
Okay.
If you
Hell
know
yeah,
Eastern
let's do
Michigan,
it.
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. All right.
Exactly.
So that is our bonus pick. We're gonna make it. Hamster said Noah. ...
Yep.
All right.
Exactly.
Hamster knows ball.
He knows
All
ball.
right. Okay, so we are going to lock this bonus pick, being Eastern Michigan, and we'll drop the link in the chat so y'all can tell it if you'd like.
That's actually, I might throw some money on it tomorrow and get paid.
Yeah, I really am. I'm excited for this one. What do you do when the pig hatches? Great question. So we usually wait until the whole sheet is graded. It's if you go into the partner, is that where I usually pick? Yeah, in the partner picks, and then I'm gonna drop that into the chat. This is usually where we put the grid. So we do it with everybody's picks, and then once it's fully graded, and it's usually graded like that night of the last pick on here. So we had a couple things that are going to be tomorrow. But we're pretty up to date with it. And then as soon as everything is graded, we send it to Jordan. And then it's about like 1 or 2 days after we send it to Jordan. But we usually wait until everything's picked. So we don't like send the individual caches. We'll send the whole sheet over, like unfinished and then finish.
It's
So that
taking
gets you a
me
little
a
idea.
long time.
And we will reach out if we haven't gotten your Onyx account number, which we like to include in there Jordan, just to make it a little easier for him, I am sweating bullets. It is so hot in here. I am going to pass out. But I think because we had Zach, we're going a little tiny bit over. But I'm happy that we got a bonus pick in there. I'm not gonna pass out. I got my fan. I'm happy that we got a bonus pick in there. It really does look good. I'm gonna tail it. Everybody tail it. Put some money on it. Cross your fingers.
You need to get the
Cross
fan
your
that we
prayers
saw
out.
from Vegas.
That lady that had the at the table.
Yep,
Yes,
yep.
absolutely. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know. I've been looking for it. I've been looking for it.
Okay, I'm
But
gonna have
everybody
to do
stay
this on my
cool.
phone. That's the thing.
Oh, you're gonna do it on your phone? Okay.
Yeah, because it's
Stay
taking
cool.
a minute.
The link will be posted in the partner picks. Ray's gonna send it to me. I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna put the screenshot of everything so we know what to follow. Next Wednesday, we're gonna have longer picks and call people up and give the single ones and everything. But we had a special guest today. I'm so very happy that Zach could join us. So check out at Worldwide Zach. Check him out. His picks are pretty spot on. And I'm very happy about his podcast, and I'm very happy that we're going to see all of our friends from Winnable and the party that we went to in Vegas. So if you're watching, hi. If you're on stream, hi. If you're on Twitch or anywhere else, or YouTube or Discord, hi and bye. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next Wednesday. Bye.